Hello, friends. This is Senior Pastor Ben Pierce coming to you from 301 Studios in Fuquay-Varina Baptist Church, and it is a pleasure to bring to you the top 25 Psalms as we look at the Psalm playlist. Today, we're looking at number 14, and remember, this is just a list we found. There's nothing scientific about it. You may like one better than the other. It's just for fun. This is Psalm 63 coming in at number 14 on our countdown. This is a beloved song. It's about true contentment. It's written by David. He was in the wilderness. Now, more than likely, he was fleeing from his son Absalom. This would be found in 2 Samuel 15 through 18. Even though his life was in danger, David's soul was content. You ever heard the statement, keep looking up? Time when when it was worst, and maybe somebody comes by and says, keep looking up. Things will get better. Well, David is fleeing for his life, but he's looking upward. If I had to pick a word to describe today's society, I think it would be pressure. I mean, we face pressure in every area of our life. It starts in school. You got to perform and get good grades. Then we get into sports, and you got to get into college and getting a job, and then you got to get married. Then you got to afford this life, and then you got family pressures. Then as the family gets older, you got pressures there. In the midst of all those pressures, you have to fight for the right priorities. If not, you'll be swept away by the various pressures. Your priorities determine how you're going to spend your time and how you make decisions. And as a born-again believer, your first priority should be seeking after God. That's what Psalm 63 is going to teach us. And if you're going to seek after God, you got to have a passion for God. Look at verse 1 and 2. He says, "Oh God, you are my God." It's an intimate relationship. It's more than, God exists. This is a personal knowledge. And he says, "My God, I'm going to earnestly seek you." David is physically thirsty. He's in the wilderness, but this is a spiritual thirst. He's seeking strength. He's seeking sustenance, and he's seeking satisfaction, all on a spiritual level. And there's only one place that's going to be found: in God. But I want you to see in verses 3 through 5, he's got a praise for God. He says, "My lips will glorify you." And this is one of my favorite statements in all of the Psalms, because your love is better than life. The steadfast love of God is better than life itself. God is with me and he is for me. David says, whether I'm in a palace or I'm in a cave, his unconditional love is great. I will praise him as long as I live. And he says, my soul will be satisfied. Like eating rich foods. Like if I was sit down and just eat a bunch of steaks. He says, meals in the palace have satisfied me. I've eaten well. Oh, but I'm so hungry, but I know there's one place that I'm going to find true satisfaction. And it is in God himself. And then in verses 6 through 8, we've got the pursuit of God. He says, on my bed, I remember you. So he's earnestly seeking him in the day, and even when I lay my head down at night, I am preoccupied with God. I know he is where my help comes from. I know I'm going to find relief in him because he's my shade, even when the temperature is turned up with all the pressure. You see, God's right hand is going to support him. You see, he remembers God, verse 6. He rejoices in God's help, verse 7, and he responds by following God's leading in verse 8. What a beautiful, beautiful picture. But that's not all this psalm offers. No wonder it's in the top 14. How about the protection of God? Verses 9 through 11. He shows faith. He says, God will protect me, and he rejoices in that. And he says, all who swear by his name will praise him. You see, when we seek him, you'll find him. And you'll find him, you'll trust him. And praise can happen even in the worst situations. See, I believe today the call is not only for Psalm 63, how about Matthew 6:33? First and foremost in your life, you see, is to seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. And as you seek him, you find him, and that leads to satisfaction, even in the midst of the most pressure-filled situations you can find yourself. And when seeking leads to satisfaction, that leads to security. I hope that you're secure in the Lord, but more importantly, I hope you're doing exactly what he says in verse 1, my soul thirsts for you. Until next time, God bless you, and keep seeking him with your whole heart.